we said set up. I think try and get the setup sequence. Club down first. We know the club goes there. Then the hands on the club, and then set the feet. If you put your feet first, that distance is a guess. A good guess, but you can see on this mat here now, I know you've turned around your direction to be fair, but when you're on the mat here now, your feet are almost back on the divide there with the two mats. When you were aiming straighter, there was a bit of a gap there between your heels, okay? So you've just moved a smidgen closer. And that for me on the right-hand side looks better, okay? There looks a little bit sort of like you're a bit leaning forward, a bit on your tippy toes, okay? Yeah. As you go back to the top of the backswing now, takeaway's fine. That left arm now does get very, very high. Right elbow's high, okay?
90 degrees.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very, very upright left arm, okay? Now if we compare it to on the right-hand side, okay? There's your right arm. So that for me now is a position. Elbow is down, left arm is across your shoulders. We can now square the club face up. What you've got to start practicing now is that transition down to golf ball, okay? And again, a backswing change is generally easier than a downswing change because the club's going back a lot slower, okay? If you think about your backswing, okay? If you start the swing at sort of 4.23, okay, it takes you almost 2 seconds, a second and a half to get to there, okay? So a second and a half to go back, and 5.63 to 5.94, so it's 300 of a second to come down again. So your time coming down is going to be a lot quicker, okay? Your hands, you can see they're a lot closer to your body though, yeah? Compared to where you were here now, really reaching out for the body, okay? So when your hands are up there, that club's wide open. So what you're going to try and do is get a bit of a feeling of, hey, how does that club face feel when it's aiming over there? Because at the moment, when you're coming to impact, you're trying to hit the golf ball with the club face pointing there. But at the moment, unfortunately, the club's pointing that way. So what we get is the ball will fly fairly straight for the first sort of 100, 200 and start on this. And then the more left of you try to swing it with the path of the club, the more slice we end up creating, okay? And then you aim further left and it just gives a bigger slice, okay? It's making sure we're squaring that club face up down here with the use of your hand. So in terms of practice or warm-up, when you've had a few sort of swings to loosen yourself up, perhaps hit a couple of drivers, aiming straight towards a target here, but then trying a few shots just over there. What does that feel like? Because at the moment, what feels straight to you is there. So if your real is the blue line and your feel is the red line, to get the real that way, the feel's got to be that way, isn't it? You've got to move it round that sort of parameters around there. So
from like that to that.
Because if you're trying to go towards 12 o'clock, and in reality your club's pointing at say 1:30, to get it to go to 12 o'clock really, it's got to point towards 10:30. Okay, because you're at the moment you're real and feel like an hour and a half out. Does that make sense? Yeah. You're there. You want to just try and do that, and over time, what you'll find is it become the same sort of or close to or similar, and they'll be both going towards target. Okay, but that position at setup, you were originally a bit too far from the ball. High hands made it tough to come back down, squaring the club face up, and all you did, you managed to sort of square the club face up a bit mistimed and just flicking with your hands. We're not trying to get you to flick the hands during your normal swing. This is purely a drill just so you become aware. Where's the club face? What's the club doing? Is the club aiming left, right or square? Once you become more aware of what this is doing at impact, okay, so the club face at impact, you can then control the ball flight. Okay, at the moment, what you think is one thing is another. Okay, if you can keep your arms into your body, a bit more control that way, it's definitely going to help. When your arms are out there, they're just doing their own thing. Okay, and at 100 plus mile an hour swing speed, which you've got, it's going to be all over the place. Okay, mate? So, sequence of setup, club grip, and then the feet last, feeling comfortable, and then keep that left arm, keep anything more connected into your body. Okay, that backswing position there now is really good to me. I like that. That's a really good position there now. From here, at least, we're able to get the club coming down there. It's just your instinct at the moment now is a little bit more out that way. Okay, make sense? Good man.